Hello, and welcome to Solid 10 D&D. Making a map. How does the audio sound? Just a little test. Mic check 1, 2. Here we go. Awesome, awesome. So, today we are making a map, obviously. We run a poll on our Discord about what kind of maps to make, and this week it was voted to make a map the inside of a dragon. So this probably won't be a long one, but here we go. Using Inkarnate. Fun tool. Not sponsored by them. I like to use it. It's fun. So, here we go. I'm going to use the battle maps style. I guess before we get started, let me throw some links in the chat. All kinds of good stuff on there. There's our Patreon, which is new. This map will go up onto the Patreon if you subscribe or if you want to buy it individually. Some other stuff on there, some items that are homebrewed in the campaign that we play on Fridays. Also, let's see, we have our TikTok and our YouTube where all of our old sessions are, older sessions. I think we've got 10, pushing 10 sessions now. Damn near. We also post shorts on TikTok and YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, just for fun. They're ridiculous, but they're fun. Made by just kind of generally all of us. Did I remember everything, Bug? What else do we have on there? Our Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. Merch, that's right. At the very top of the link tree is something called Home. It links to where you could tip us if you want to tip us directly. On the bottom left is our merch store. If you open that up, there's stickers, there's mugs, there's t-shirts, there's all kinds of cool stuff. My favorite is the Mug Your Life mug. I need to get one and drink from it. Right now I just have one of our stickers. It's stuck on my glass. That's... yeah. Ooh, I should probably turn that off because we are not playing. Cool. Alright, so let's start building a map. The inside of a dragon. I'm going to build it as a battle map. I like the stamps. At some point we will do We'll do fantasy battle maps at 2.01. At some point, we will do a sci-fi map or a regional world or a world map. I actually may do one where I touch up the world map I've got going now. It's big and there's a lot of stuff, and I need to finish finalizing that. Which actually makes me think about I need to probably at some point convert it from a full color one to like a parchment world, because I've started writing a story so far thing in a way. It's more kind of a novelization of the campaign, and I may start posting chapters on the Patreon. As I write them, so you can kind of watch. It will be dirty. It may have not dirty, not like bonk dirty, but not clean, not finalized. But I'll do my best. I've got something that'll be fun. All right, so fantasy battle maps. Let's choose this style. It's not a very. I don't think it would be very big, so let's go 30 by 20, and we'll keep it at medium. Excuse me. Ooh, Beagle. Beagle's over there yawning, making noise. All right, so. Ooh, cheering. I love it. All right. Where's my little logo thing? I guess it's not there. Oh well. So, first things first. I like a grid on. Helps to line things up and see it. Let's drop it to the bottom. I always do first. Ooh, roll an 8. Oh, I added a magic 8 ball on there. Curious how that will play. So let's go ahead and just make it. Let's just fill the background. Just make it black. Yeah. And then let's add the shape of a stomach. Nature Chick says this would be unlikely. Alright, so it needs to be a little rough, but not too rough. Shape of a stomach. So we'll start with a circle, kind of rough here. Build it out kind of round like that. Fill it in. Oh, hello. Welcome in. We are building a map inside of a dragon's stomach. If you want to pop in our Discord, we do a vote each week about what kind of random map I'm going to make. Sometimes they show up in sessions. This one would probably be pretty bad if it showed up in a session, because if someone's inside a dragon's stomach, that's probably not good. Let's see. Yeah, good enough. I mean, obviously it's green. Let's work on that real quick. I think I saved a stamp, or saved something I made a long time ago. I think this is just like hell ground. I'm doing super duper. I really like making maps. It's one of my favorite things to do. You can help tell a story with it just by making it. Skulls would be good, but here we go. Cracked, hellish ground. So settings over here, you can come down and change the size. Oh, it looks real big. We can offset it. Let's find a good spot. Fit. Don't really want rocks in it. Maybe offset it. Like the little pit looking thing there, so let's move it over that way. Oop, put it in the background. Gotta put it in the foreground. Duh. Yeah, that's kind of working. Let's paint some color on it. Let's make it a little pinkish. Like guts. And make it opaque. Gonna layer that a little on top of it. Rotate it. I feel like the texture of a map is important. It's kind of the base. Get you there. So many rocks. That looks like a good spot. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll kind of just feather that in a little bit. Yeah. All right, so I don't like this glowy thing that's going on around it, and so let's turn that off. We don't need a stroke or don't need the shadow. I do like the inner shadow. Let's make that more intense. Let's have it reach out further. Turn the tunes down a little bit. So sometimes it really lags on these shadows no matter what you do. Turn the ripples off. I think the map making is one of my favorite things. Because if you don't know what you're going to do, like if you're having trouble writing, like you have some writer's block, trying to figure out what you want to do, sometimes I'll just sit down and I'll make a map. I'm like, okay, this is kind of where they are, or this is where they're going. And it helps me think through, okay, let's throw some stuff in the woods over there, or let's just kind of let's put a river here with a bridge across it, and it's storming and they've got to get across the bridge or something. Just gives you random ideas to kind of flesh the story out that may not be there for. Need to add a little adventure and intrigue into it. Yeah, sometimes when I get stuck, that's what I do. I'll just pull this up and it's really fun. Let me go ahead and... So we're inside a stomach. Still really loud. Inside a stomach. I feel like we need a place for everything to go. Put it right there. Oh, that's a big hole. Let's make that hole smaller. Yeah, that'll work. So sometimes I'll pull up, and this, I mean, obviously a tree's not going to be in here, but I've got all these stamps in Inkarnate for all kinds of different things, different filters, different types of maps that you're making. If it's a battle map, everything's top down. They have stuff to make buildings. Sometimes I'll just scroll through here. Like I'll be like, okay, I'll make the general, the layer at the bottom. It's just kind of the ground. I'll kind of think through it a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, let's spice this up. Like, what can we put in here to make this interesting? Inside of a dragon stomach, there's probably not a whole lot. Oh, we can go some skeletons. What's a dragon been eating on? So we got a bear skeleton. I think that'll work. Rotate it around and make it opaque. Put it right there. So we need some kind of liquid. Got all these different textures, and some of them have alpha, meaning it's got the empty space on it. Ooh, sewer water. That seems about right for the inside of a dragon. Let's make it really opaque. I feel like it's probably draining. Then you can kind of paint it over. If you drop the opacity, if it's all the way up, it's just going to full on just right over your... I guess this has softness on too, but it's like bam, and that's the color. But we don't want that. So let's make it soft. So we can brush it together and make it opaque. Oh, nice. Ooh, okay, so what color is the dragon? That's a good question. So, Bug, roll a perception check. Let's see if you can tell. Let's see if you can tell what color the dragon is from inside it. Maybe it snuck up on you while you were sleeping. Oh, you rolled a 2. You have no idea. It's dark. Dark inside a dragon. Oh, that's right, Duck Duck Games. I remember talking to you. It just clicked in my brain. Sorry. I'm having one of those days. So let's just I feel like this would kind of make some noises as I paint the goopy guts of the inside. Oh boy, orc raid. Hello, hello. Welcome, Flying Orc. You guys had an awesome session today. I'm excited to see what happens next week. So we're making a map. It is the inside of a dragon. Hopefully the players will never have to see this, but if it gets swallowed whole, then I have a map made, I guess. I love the new emotes. I love chicken. Such a great emote. So let's see. How do I do this? That didn't work. Well, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for raiding. I really enjoyed watching today. I'm excited to see where that stuff goes. That's if you Duck Duck Games, if you haven't followed Flying Orc, you should. They're awesome. I think we started Solid 10 and Flying Orc. I think we started streaming around the same time. I think you guys just started your campaign like fresh streaming, right? Oh shit, dude. You were awesome. You are a champion, as our unseen servant bot says. Yeah, I think we streamed on a Friday, and then the next Wednesday I was searching around and I found you guys. It was your session 0, kind of setting everything up, and I was like, I remember being intrigued by chicken in the very beginning. Ooh, cheers. So here at Solid 10, our cheers is everyone drinks, whether it's water, if you're watching, whatever you've got nearby, just have a drink. Yeah, we were, I think, what is today, the 12th? The 9th was our 1 year that this campaign's been going. I think we started streaming, we're talking about this a minute ago, maybe 10-ish sessions ago. So it's really kind of cut hard in the middle. You kind of come into nothing, but the character Dante, he actually came in at the beginning of our streaming, which is great. So he's kind of, he's fresh, and he's having to learn stuff about what's happened to the other two characters before. When we started, I think we started with 3, and then we had 4, 5. Bug, did we have 6 at one point, or was it just 5 max? I think 5 was that sweet spot I was going for. But life happens, and people had things to do. One guy got married. Work is work. So people got written out of the story. Their characters are still in the world doing stuff, and I'm sure they'll come back around later. And you go and nudge people in real life and be like, "Hey, you wanna come back? Could you guys hear Beagle? What are you doing? What are you doing, Beagle?" What are you doing, Beagle? Silly dog. Okay, so there's Taryn, there's Francis, there's Nim, then Reed, and then Einar. So that's 5. I do need a Beagle cam. I think she hears someone in the other room, and that's why she's losing her mind. What are we doing? Come here. Hop up. Oh, Beagle. There you go. Oh. Here's the Beagle of Blessings. She comes up and hops in my lap while we stream. I give inspiration to the next person that rolls. Oh, can you wanna put your paws right up there? No? You don't like this? You have no idea that people on the internet are watching you, do you? No? You silly Beagle. That's right, look directly into the camera. There you go, that's good. I've trained you well. Alright, go lay down. Adulting. She's the most ridiculous dog I've ever had. Best dog I've ever had. She just wants snacks and rubs. So I've got this really awkward looking map on the screen. I need to do something with it. It's so let's see what kind of hell stamps. Oh, not hell. Let's see if I can type. Can't speak. Look at that. It looks just like a booty hole. Or a sphincter of sorts. Yep, that looks about right. Let me go ahead and lock this stuff so I'm not dragging stuff around. I don't know what music I put on this playlist, but it is very intense. It's all from Tabletop Audio, which is this is an inside of a dragon booty hole. So I think it was the second or third session we streamed. The party fought a young red dragon. I gotta turn this down. It's too intense. There we go. They fought a young red dragon in this town that had kind of taken over and either run everyone off, killed everyone. And it was sleeping on top of this old chapel. And it demanded homage or via gold or fight. And Oh, thank you. They ended up fighting, and it just so happened the way it worked out was the ranger who'd been playing with us for 3 sessions shot an arrow right up its butt. It happened to be facing the other direction, attacking someone else, like flying up in the air. I think, what was his name? Izai the Dread. So it was the how do you want to do this? And it was like, yep, right in the butt. The worst part was that he wanted the arrow back, so I got to talk about that for 45 minutes. But it became a thing. Hashtag Dragon Booty Hole. And then the halfling, who is feral sometimes. If you see our YouTube or YouTube Shorts or TikToks, there are a lot about Reed the halfling. She's a little feral. She wanted one of its ribs, which she got. Lots of sound effects. And ended up having someone craft them into like a Deadpool billy club that's connected. So she can grapple some things with it. It's a quarterstaff if she puts it together, or it's 2 clubs if she breaks it apart into her hands, and it's got different features. It's a pretty fun homebrew item. I think it might be broken, so at some point we'll have to see how that's going to work. Or Area of One's just a lot more difficult now. That's fine. That's fun. It's fun watching them kick everything's ass. Hubris. Come across something they can't defeat. It's going to be hilarious. Alright, so let's get back to this map. It's not a very, this one probably won't take very long, to be honest. Let's look for something slimy. There we go. Now it's green, so if we go into the advanced settings here, we can actually change the color. Let's up the opacity on it so I can see it. It's not saturation. Make it a little more pinkish, gutsy. That'll work. Drop the opacity back down, make it a little smaller, and let's kind of... Just kind of put that down. I like the corner one. We need a good stomach corner, if there is a corner in your stomach. I'm curious what's actually going to happen with that arrow. You guys haven't really looked into it very much afterwards, but that arrow, I mean, for me as a DM, and I'm sure you guys as a player, experiencing that, I don't think the arrow is the same either. So no, I'm not. Little gutsy stuff. You know what? I bet it's gold. Hey there. Oh, that's gold. I guess I need to put like a it's got some cool lighting effects in it, so I could take like this. How bright can I make it? Make it really bright. The circle one. Do something like that, so there's a shadow. And then let's take the brightness all the way down. Let's make it darkness. Dark over this way. So I'm doing it again. I did this last time I did one of these. I have to stay organized, because if I don't, it ends up just a mess, especially with lights, because the lights are so big. If I happen to try to click on something, I can't. So it's good to take them and then to group them. Right click, or you can just hit G. Light and shadow. And I'll lock it. Some gold in here somewhere. There it is. like some greedy dragons. Eat some of their gold. Maybe if they ever need it. Kind of sprinkle around here. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go with water this time. I think we are one follower away from our goal, actually. Forget what it's set at. Is it set at 125? We're at 124. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and group all this gold together. Let's move this up. This music is so intense. Let's group the gold and then lock it. Let's group the slime together too. Alright, so let's go back. We can go into this group. So this is the light. I need to make it brighter. So I guess the best way to make it brighter would just be to clear it. Really bright spot. So this dragon's got its mouth open. It could be dead. So it's like mouth open, but now let's see if we can add some kind of... Hey, what's up, Blue? People? Corpse. Yeah. Go with an ice corpse. The trick with this is to kind of think out of the box. So this looks like, you know, a corpse. So what you can do is you can take everything out of it. Now it's a shadow. You can take the opacity down on it. Maybe there's someone looking down the dragon's throat. It's creepy and weird, but hey, it's a thing. So we need to add some like human skeletons. You're a cool shark. Wolf, elk, cow, bear. We've already got a bear in there. Dragon eat a dragon. Are dragons cannibals? I guess they are. Put somebody dead over here. I need something. I need some help. I can't land on what I'm looking for here. I know there's something missing. I got some stomach bile. Got a nice sphincter thing going on. Multivores, that's a great word. I mean, it's simple, but it needs something. I guess this is where we kind of scroll through all the stamps and look. The intense music plays. So this is actually, Inkarnate's free. And there's a lot of core, it's called core stuff that you can use and make simple stuff. Bye, Beagle. I think it's only like $25 a year to subscribe to it. That ice blue circular thing. Ice blue circular thing. This thing? It's a mint pillow. The dragon eat a pillow? Dragon ate a pillow. No telling what you find in a dragon. No? Okay. Different ice blue circular thing. Okay, let's back at the top. Let's see what we got here. Some beds. Ooh, this. It's a glass bottle. Can I make this bigger so you guys can see it better? Yeah, I can. There we go. Can throw a bottle on there. So what would a party be likely to encounter inside of a dragon besides guts? Smells. It would be kind of gassy, I'm guessing. Maybe this dragon's got some, not that kind of gas. Fog? There we go. This can help. Let's change the color on it. Let's see if we can see it. Ooh, very nice. Alright, so I feel like this would be the color right. A little greenish. Yeah. But I feel like it needs to be a little more opaque. Still see the grid. Ooh, what kind of creepy creatures would be inside a stomach that potentially have to fight? Let's see. Potions? Yeah, potions. Let's see what we got on the list. Gothic horror. I feel like we could search that whole category and find some good stuff. Like a random potion with this guy. Thought he'd be fine. He had a potion, and he wasn't. I love making battle maps. I've actually made whole towns as battle maps before, just so I can drop them in. We still use, I think we've talked about this before, but we use D&D Beyond for everything. The character sheets, the encounter builder, and then they have a new maps thing that they're actively developing things for that are coming out, and it's getting better. It still doesn't have area effect things, which is really difficult sometimes to portray on the map. But I build them all in here. Like I think it was the Windwalker camp. I built like this whole encampment, and there was this big cavernous kind of depression in the land that was dirt, and they kind of used that as a training pit or a fighting pit if they needed to. And one of the characters that's no longer in the campaign, he had the huge, like one of his big character arc thing where he fought this other guy for leadership of the tribe. Obviously he won because he ended up staying and leading his tribe as the party continued on their quest. But I built out, it was a huge map. That was before we were streaming. That's probably 4 or 5 months ago. I think I built out a whole town kind of like that once. White Mall. But yeah, this is, I think it may have been right before you joined. I was, sometimes I get block, just writer's block, I guess. Like, what do I want to happen in a way? Because I plan some stuff out. But if I just need something to fill an area, I'll just pull this up and start making a map. And then it helps me kind of, okay, this is what's going to happen now. I can throw some random little, okay, here's a skeleton over here with a scroll. And that adds some extra intrigue into whatever they're doing to kind of help flesh out a more bland area. With this, it helps. Like if you're super artistic, it's even easier. But with stamps, like this is awesome. There are a lot of, I think Inkarnate actually does their own Twitch streams Wednesdays every now and then, and they show you tips and tricks to do cool stuff. I've actually done like kind of a cross-section view with trees and mountains in the background to kind of make an image as opposed to a map, just kind of using it as an art board as opposed to just a map builder. It's got a lot of cool stuff. What is that? Green, blue, half moon on the tab. Like in here? not sure what you're pointing at. But yeah, I enjoyed making maps. Kind of helps my brain flow sometimes. Alright, so we have potions, sulfur, carbon. So we need some rocks. So every single map I make, and I say this every time I do one of these streams, no matter where you are, even inside a dragon, there's always a rock. There are always rocks on a map. You always got to put some rocks somewhere. I don't know why, but in my brain, there's always got to be some rocks. It helps add just a little bit of detail somewhere. At some point, this dragon probably ate some rocks. Something with D&D Beyond maps too. I don't know what it is or why, but it always like hikes the saturation up really high. So generally, I'll bump those down to around 80, just to prevent that, and it makes it look a little better. Yeah, we got some rocks. The one you just selected from. I'm still not sure. Something we could do. Let's make this real big so we can see it. Let's take the color out of this. Let's unsaturate it. Yeah. So, lower the brightness on it. That looks like gold, doesn't it? I took gold and turned it into coal. It's lost a lot of value. Now something else that's fun to use with this. There are blend modes. So you can darken things, do overlays and stuff. One thing that helps a lot when you build world maps is luminosity. So if you're... I could do this real quick, just kind of on the side. So let's add like add this over here. And then I guess we can go with grass. Let's add some foreground. What's going on with this? There we go. So big. So if you make this real small, just kind of get it to scale. But then if you... I need to go with something bigger here. Mountain. Alright, so you just have a mountain here. And you just put like a brown mountain on there. It doesn't look... It looks out of place. It doesn't blend well. Something you can do is you can use the blend mode, and if you use luminosity, it will grab the color that's beneath it of the terrain. So you can kind of style that. So it kind of blends if your mountain range goes from kind of green and lush up into a higher altitude where it gets snowy, you can paint the ground beneath it and actually kind of blend those colors into it. I think I forget, I may have learned that from watching the Inkarnate stream, but luminosity is, if you're doing something underwater and everything's blue, if you flip it to luminosity, it makes it look like it's actually underwater with it. That's a clutch thing to use. Alright, so we added a potion, some sulfur. Ooh, sulfur. I don't know if we added that. Carbon. Cool. I do feel like there would be some kind of... Would something be burning in this dragon? Bug rolled a perception check earlier to see what color the dragon was, but I think she rolled a 2. It's hard to tell what color a dragon is from inside them. Snuck up on you and swallowed you. Nope, I don't think there'd be tentacles. There we go, let's just add it. Let's just add a pile of treasure. Why not? It's way too bright. Now generally I do this at the end because it kind of hangs up the way this all works, but it also has a filter tool, which for battle maps you can add in rain, snow, god rays if it's a sunny kind of day. But I'm gonna go with corrupted essence, and then bam, the filter changes all the colors. Put that on the top layer. Usually I'll actually put it on 4. That way if there is a light source in it, you put the light source above it so it actually looks like something is lit. Just little tips and tricks I've learned playing with this over the last year. But yeah, that's looking pretty corrupted. Now, let's see what happens if we flip this. Oh, that just looks washed out. Let's go with the opacity. And the other piles. They're all just piles. I feel like this is about to go down the drain. Hey, what's up, Tech? We are building a path to a dragon booty hole. So this is kind of off a little bit. Let's go into this group. Get that alignment better. Let's add some more of it. Just add a bunch of slime in here. Like roll your acid damage every turn. Alright, so let me think through this for a second. This would probably be more of like a solo mission, side quest kind of thing. I did. Someone gets... Wait, have you added more? I saw the ones from the other day. Come on, brain, you can do it. Come on, brain. Oh yeah. So, side quest. Someone gets swallowed by a dragon. Hey, that's our goal. Thank you for the follow. That's amazing. Huzzah! 125. Welcome. So we're building the inside of a dragon, and I'm trying to think through just kind of how this would play out. Dragon swallows someone, or for some reason they somehow magically boop into a dragon. What would they do? How would they get out? So we already kind of have the light shining, so I'm guessing the dragon's dead and someone's looking into it for their friend. They'd probably look around and try to take the gold. No alcohol. Ooh. Cheers. So I guess they'd probably roam around, fighting against the acid as long as they could, trying to gather what they find. There are potions lying about and gold. I wonder if there are any weapon stamps. Something else that I don't really use a whole lot is you can actually import your own stamps. So if you are artsy, you could draw one out with like the transparent background and drop it in. And you could do whatever you wanted to. Like, you could open this up entirely. And I think they recently upped your custom stamps up to like 500. It was at 100. So you could do a whole lot. Ooh, I don't know if I could do melty gold. This dragon is in our world. They don't know about, or we don't know if firearms exist yet. Crossbow, wizard staff, wand. What's this? Sacrificial dagger. Shields. The Unmaker. Yep, we're putting that in here. So if the square is 5 feet, that's a really big dagger. But if I make it too small, I'm like, what? How about it sitting on... It's so tiny. Have it sitting on this rock. That would help. In the middle of the acid. There we go, magic item. That's... Dragon swallowed my awesome dagger. I have to go after it. They dive in. Oh yeah, you snuck in and we caught you. So, I need to lock all this stuff. It's gonna bother me. Squares popping up. Passive stealth of 26. You live invisible. You're a poltergeist. Just grabbing stuff and throwing it across the room and no one has any idea why. Alright, so we have some hooks in this map. There's obviously gold to collect. Potions around. I don't know if there are any guards in the dragon stomach. That's kind of what we're thinking through right now. The unseen servant, I mean, he's pretty stealthy too. Love the unseen servant bot. He's a new addition to our team. There's gold to collect. They lost their dagger. It's floating in the middle of some acid. The question is it easier to go down? It's prime real estate. You only suffer 6 acid damage every 6 seconds. Maybe we need more tummy gas. Is that what we're missing here? There's an essence of something. There's always something I'm looking for. Alright, so a trick I learned, instead of trying to figure out what the hell I did with this fog last time, if you click on it, you'll select it, then you click on the stamps again and it pulls it up with the same exact settings, so you don't have to set everything, figure out what it is and set it again. Let's do that. Oh, what kind of character are you trying to make? What's the campaign setting? Just make this place a gassy horror. Yeah, there we go. Things come together. Maybe it's a texture thing. Oh, I actually need to. I think I deactivated that channel points thing, but I forgot to deactivate our notification. I'll talk to the team and see if we're going to give away some more dice this week. Ship the other dice set off today. Do you need some help? Alright, give me just a second. Gotta open a jar, see how manly I am. Oh, my hands are sweaty. That's not good. Oh. 'Cause, 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 Listen to me struggle, internet. Do you try like banging it on something? Alright, give me just a second. Oh, nice. Alright, so I need to try to open this jar. I tried and failed. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the amazing music. 2 seconds, promise. That went pretty well. Only took a second. Have a good night. I know it's probably late for a lot of you. Thank you for raiding and hanging out. I don't know what else I can do with this map. I hope I get to use it at some point. I know that in our campaign, there is an ancient green dragon about. Earlier on in the campaign, one of the characters murdered her daughter. Nice. Thank you. This is fun. I like getting to talk to all y'all. Yeah, so they murdered the ancient green dragon's little daughter, and dragon destroyed a town. Kind of came after them, but they've teleported a couple times. Some crazy stuff going on. Came across this person that was... Well, the ancient green dragon has a human form. It can polymorph itself into a woman named Sylvie. And traveled with them for a while. They didn't know that. Until she was going to leave because she was pissed off, and then she got even more pissed off and said, you know what? She turned around and transformed, and it was bad. Everyone could have died, but with some really good variety of charisma checks, persuasion, things like that, they talked the dragon down. I think she's popped up once since then again, but whew, I'm really excited for that. This could be the inside of Sylvie or AWAX. Let's see what have I missed here in chat. Level 11 Rogue, Arcane Trickster Entertainer. Oh. That's a lot of feats. What races my character is attracted to since she had her soul ripped out. Oh. That's intense. Oh, is it kind of a... Let's see, let me scroll down now. No, you're good. Rogues do get more feats than average, second only to fighter. Gotcha. Huh. I mean, does it have to be one particular race or a couple? Can they not just like everybody, or is there lore reason in the world? Or is it an anatomy thing? Like you can't love a shark man. they'll eat you. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I should probably save because I've made a bunch of changes. Inside dragon. I guess I could do like the rest of the digestive tract, but I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do now is with Inkarnate, you can export it, and it gives you various different dimensions. I like to try to do it as high as I can, but on D&D Beyond with their maps, I think it's a limit of 10 megs, so I try to push that. I usually try to give some like tips and tricks of random just shit I've learned over time. That little stuff. So I try to do these on Wednesdays. I haven't really decided on a day yet. So far, it's always been Wednesdays, and it's only been battle maps in our Discord. If on our link tree, I think it's at the very bottom is our Discord. If you guys like to join, we do a poll. Usually, I send it out on Mondays about what kind of map we make. With some different options. So if you need a map, there you go. These I will actually upload to our Patreon as well. And if you're subscribed, I think at a certain tier, you get all the maps. You can use them however you'd like. I do them with grids and without grids, depending on how you use them. Also some homebrew items that we use in our campaign on Fridays. I've put one on there so far, the Nimbus Cloud, which is super cool. It's like Goku's cloud. But then on top of these maps that I make on just the map streams, any maps that we use in sessions, I put up there too. So let's see. With this one, there's not a whole lot of detail on it. It's a pretty small map, so I'm going to try 4K. Hopefully my computer doesn't eat it as I do this, because apparently it takes a lot of RAM. Yep, encoder overloaded. Good thing nothing crazy is happening. Oh, yep, stutter. 3 megs. I mean, that's pretty small, but all right. So let's go ahead and upload this. I can show you guys how to do this. I'll do it on this other campaign that's kind of just secondary. Oh, and here's the map we made last time. The haunted library. Hey, look, there's Tech hanging out in the lobby. So if you come in here to your map browser, upload the map here. Name it Inside a Dragon. There we go. Kind of lagged a little bit. Just drag it in here. There we go. And then it cuts to this where you can actually size it. So no matter how big you make it, you can actually size how big the tokens will be. That's a medium-sized token, obviously. Just a general size, so usually undersize it just a little bit and save it. And we've got all these maps that I've uploaded over time. Let's see if I remember my alphabet. F, H, I. And we add it to the list, and it pops up over here. Let's switch to it. There we go. Now, ooh, that's new. Ooh, they added the thing I was talking about that I wanted, like literally a few minutes ago. Holy shit, that's so cool. So there's a spike growth. Or here's the radius of a fireball. That is so awesome. I'm so glad they added that. Every time I talk about something, it's a few days later that they'll add it. So if something's attacking with a cone, cool. It's getting better all the time. But they have other tools, like if you want to say, I'm going to run over this way, and then I'm going to run around behind this, and then I'm going to jump in the hole. It's got the pointer, or you can say, I want to attack. I want to center my attack right there. This is the DM view, which is a little different. Let's just add a couple random tokens in here. You can hide them. So for me, they still show. They've added a feature recently, and this is actually what I project and capture whenever I stream, is the spectator view. So this is what they see. So if it's completely black, and and they have no light source. And cover it all, so now they see nothing. Probably a bad idea to light something in here, but you can erase the darkness. Different size the brushes here, so. And then that's what they see. And as they see it, I can, oh my goodness, there's a wizard, and bam, there's a wizard. It also lists from the characters that are in the campaign. It's got all the players that are in it. This is from a different in-person campaign we use. I just kind of built this to share books and whatnot. Their companions, wild shapes. They're all on this list, so you can easily just click them and add them. You can rename them, like if this isn't actually Rafi. I'm so happy about these overlays. That's cool. One great thing is you can measure too. So I want to cast. Let me clear this fog. See, I want to cast. See how far I can move or cast a spell. I can say it measures it out and knows if that's 67 feet because I sized the tokens. So if I dash, I could run to here, but this is probably difficult terrain. Blah blah blah, so on. But that's how you put it in D&D Beyond maps. You can zoom in. So you can actually, if you zoom in, you really can see that knife there. It's got the game log here, which I streamed for a while. We started using physical dice because we all have so many dice. Like we all want to roll dice, so we're doing it honor system, rolling dice in person, or like for reals. But I did capture this and stream it for a while since it's just right there on the map. It kind of looked exactly like it did on the screen there. There's all kinds of other settings in here. If I want to change something, I can pause it. When I pause it, it's, your DM has paused the game session, so they can't see anything anymore. So it's a pretty neat tool, and they're actually actively updating things. Like, this is brand new to me, and I'm so excited to play with it. So many times I've wanted to be, guessing, 16-foot radius. So many times I've needed something like this. And it's included if you already pay for D&D Beyond as part of it. I figure use a tool if they're developing it and making it better. I remember at some point they were talking about making some kind of 3D. That's one thing I do get into with elevation. It's hard. Lots of geometry, a squared, b squared, and all that. But that's all I've got for today. We have made a map. The inside of a dragon. I know that's not a sphincter, but that looks like a sphincter. I'm really upset Roddy's not here. He would have appreciated that. You can see him on Friday though, as Dante, the ranger. Yeah, sometimes I get hung up on the math and I'm like, nope, you're 30 feet up, they're that far away. So I'm going to see if we can find another awesome D&D'er, if you guys don't have any recommendations, that we can raid. Let's see, who do we got? You guys have any D&D'er friends that are currently playing that you would suggest? Sure, I'll take a recommendation. I don't know that any of my friends Your Move Live. I haven't heard of them. It might help if I type on the right computer. I've got so many. Lord Scoomba? Goosumba? Let's see what they look like. Oh yeah, they're only 30 minutes in too. Yeah, I have channel points, so apparently I've watched them before. Yep. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching us make a map. Thank you for all of your help, recommendations to make it more inside of a Dragony. Hang out for just a few seconds. Check us out on Fridays. That's when we stream our sessions. I think it's session 42. Yeah, it says right there. The Chronicles of Nildoran, The Lost Tomes. It's a lot of fun. It's mostly off the rails, but yeah, come check it out.